Alright, it's winter, it's cold, my lip keeps splitting. It's time for some ice hockey. This next team was pointed out by Get Bench and Ice Trey D. Martini, who I assume is a relative of Sleazy P. Martini. So let's head up northeast and investigate the history of what started out as the New York Raiders. Don't forget to like, whatever, and subscribe. The New York Raiders was a founding member of the World Hockey Association, a professional major league that challenged the NHL from 1971 to 1979, and was the most successful to do so in hockey's modern era. The WHA folded in 1979, with 4 of its clubs joining the NHL: the Edmonton Oilers, Hartford Whalers, Quebec Nordiques, and Winnipeg Jets. The club was intended to be the league's flagship team and planned to play at Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum for the inaugural 1972-73 season. That is, until the Coliseum lobbied for a new NHL team, favoring the NHL over the WHA. The result was the birth of the New York Islanders, who leased the Coliseum and locked out non-NHL teams. The Raiders instead shared Madison Square Garden with their business rivals, the New York Rangers and New York Knicks. The Raiders skated onto the ice with this logo. It definitely looks like a retro logo from the 70s, or something I would have drawn on a notebook in high school. It's not bad. The dude with the little Viking helmet is cool. I guess the colors represent the Dutch or something? Isn't that weird? The New York Raiders hired Camille Henry as head coach, acquired center Bobby Sheehan, and left wing Gene Peacock. Alton White also played for the Raiders briefly until leaving to play for the LA Sharks. The Raiders had the second overall pick in the first WHA draft in 1972, selecting Al Sims, who grabbed his skates, packed his bags, and promptly headed to Boston instead. Interesting side note, longtime Yankees radio play-by-play man John Sterling called Raiders games as one of his early gigs. Early on, the Raiders played well enough. However, after just winning 3 games in January, the Raiders fell into last place, finishing their season 6th in the East and missed the playoffs. Off the ice, attendance was lacking, only averaging 5,868 fans, far less than the Rangers or Islanders. The league was forced to take control of the Raiders midway through the season, as the original investors defaulted, flipped over a catering table, and just split out of there. Afterwards, real estate mogul Ralph Brent & Company bought the team and named them the New York Golden Blades for the 1973-74 season. Now it looks like a 6-year-old went nuts in create-a-team mode. The Golden Blades used purple and gold as their colors and painted their skates white with the blades colored gold. The Blades acquired the league's reigning scoring champion, Andre Lacroix, from the Philadelphia Blazers early on. Later, Henry Howe was picked up by the team after being released by the LA Kings. He was named player coach and had the team's skates painted black because that looked cooler. The Blades remained at MSG and continued to suffer from bad dates, an expensive lease, and poor attendance, at times playing in front of only 500 fans. With piling debt, the owners, like the previous ones, handed the team back to the league, flipped over a catering table, and just kinda split out of there. After only 24 games, the New York Golden Blades relocated before the conclusion of the 73-74 season to Cherry Hill, New Jersey, becoming the Jersey Knights. Having been locked out of MSG, the team was unable to take their Golden Blades jerseys with them, so the team reverted to their old Raiders uniforms and just slapped this new logo on them. It's an old computer software company, or book publisher. The Jersey Knights' new home ice was Cherry Hill Arena, which quickly proved to be insufficient. The arena was cramped, had a slope in the ice, and had chicken wire and spots instead of plexiglass. The Knights continued the season at their new home and were in playoff contention until losing their last 6 games and ended up in 6th place, again, with no playoffs. Not much of an improvement. In the stands, the team drew no better. What little local interest disappeared, especially with the nearby Philadelphia Flyers heading to their first of 2 consecutive Stanley Cup championships. The Flyers were just the hotter ticket. It was obvious due to attendance and their facility, the Knights would not stay in Jersey. In January, the WHA flipped over a catering table and sold the team to Baltimore businessman Joe Swartz. He relocated the club to the West Coast, becoming the San Diego Mariners. Maybe we can do them another time. Anyways, that's all for the New York Raiders, Golden Blades, Jersey Knights, and whatever else they call themselves. The Raiders concept wasn't bad, but the others should never again see the light of day. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, don't miss Hate Week 2023, coming soon. Bye, everyone.